Alright guys, so we are back for another Naruto Blazing episode here. So what I want to do today is, I actually did encounter an ultimate Minato in my friends list. So I figure, like, if I ever see these ultimates in my friends list, this is a perfect opportunity to kind of talk in depth about that unit and kind of stack them up to other units, how they might fare nowadays, and you know, etc. So stuff like this. So my Minato, I've actually pulled two of him. I pulled one of him during the Utakata banner, and I also pulled one of him during the Tsunade banner. Now, here is what an ultimate Minato looks like, and we'll also discuss how useful he is. So, one thing that I should say right off the bat is the KCM version of Minato is definitely better. Even though this Minato is a Blazingfest unit, the KCM Minato is just so overpowering. You know, we went over it in the last video what makes him just so good, but like, this Minato is not bad. And one of the main things I do want to point out right at the start here is, so we know that team cost is like a problem in this game. I actually really like the way they do that, where they make team cost low enough and units cost high enough to where you really do have to build and balance teams. And then the way they incentivize the whales in this game is by making it so that when you apply dupes to them, their cost goes down. So if you guys notice, this Minato, this is an ultimate Minato, all dupes, 99 luck, fully pilled. His cost is actually under 28. Now, on some missions, I believe it's usually bravery and wisdom missions, there is a pearl objective for completing the mission with a team of under 28 cost. So having like a Minato or another one that's really powerful under 28 is Sage Mode Naruto, where they have so many dupe abilities, you're able to drop them down below 28 cost, and that is a big way that you're able to get those pearl objectives done. So under 28 cost Minato, very powerful. Obviously he has the vast range. Now his dupe abilities are nothing crazy like KCM. He just has a bunch of attack boosted by 100, and then his crit rate boosted by 1.5, but he has so many. So let's see. So he has an extra 300 attack. So he actually has 1,862 attack. Not bad. That's pretty good considering, again, vast range. You know, vast is ridiculously big. You're able to catch a lot of enemies in that almost all the time. Now, I do actually really like both his field and his buddy skill. In my experience, this does trigger often enough that it's a factor, where he will allow people to dodge an attack. You know, use the substitution jutsu where that log comes out of nowhere. The best time that is ever used, I think, is right when Sasuke is about to kill Sakura on the Samurai Bridge, and Kakashi shows up, you know, and stops him, and he kind of like tosses like this ninja wire around Sasuke, and Sasuke disappears and the log shows up, and it's like, they're in the middle of a fucking bridge, Sasuke. Where the hell did you just get that, you know, piece of wood to substitute with? I always thought that was funny. But regardless, I really like that as a field and buddy skill because it does have a tendency to activate a lot. Now, the only problem with Minato really is that both of his jutsus are single target. So you're not going to be able to clear the field off, which usually is like an important factor that you'd want to have on Ninja Road and other difficult missions, where you'll walk onto a screen and 6, 7, 8 enemies will spawn at once, and if they all are able to attack you, they fuck you up and you'll lose all of your health in the blink of an eye. So a lot of times it's good to have the first jutsu be an AoE, so you can help kind of clear the room out, and then if need be, you can stall and let your chakra build back up after that point. At the very least, though, his chakra costs are 4 and 8 for both of them, which is basically the best you're going to get. Now, obviously, you know, we know duped out Ultimate KCM Minato does dip below that, and then the last Tamari does also dip below that, but I don't think there's another outside of those two. So 4 and 8 is usually the best you're going to get. And then 4.8 times and then 11 times. Very, very decently good, considering he is obviously a vast range unit. So we'll go ahead and jump in like this. We'll have our full-on Minato team. we have the double Minato, and then we also have the KCM Minato as well. This should be pretty easy. Yes, the one thing too is I always do love, so obviously KCM Minato is going to be at a disadvantage here since it's a heart raid, but whatever, it's fine. You know, we can show the power, the showcase of having 3 vast range units just absolutely going crazy, attacking everything. And then remember, when it's ultimate, they do kind of have like this aura building off of them. It looks obviously best probably for bravery units because it's this yellow aura, almost like a Super Saiyan. And the aura will be different for each unit, obviously based upon which color they are. Like a body unit will have a blue aura, a heart unit will have a red aura, a skill unit will have a green aura, and then obviously a wisdom unit will have a purple aura. Definitely myself, I do think the bravery, the yellow one, is the coolest. So we'll get down to the last screen, and then we'll use some of these jutsus with our Minatos. Again, you guys are seeing that probably the best feature about Minato is he was the first vast range unit where you're just capable, like, you see, like, I could put this on auto right now and, like, walk away, and, like, the fact that they're vast range, they're just gonna get these fuckers every single time. Like, it's so incredibly useful. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're gonna actually save the ultimate jutsu for this Minato. We're gonna let him do his ultimate. We'll have my Minato actually do his single target jutsu. Oh, attack weakened. You know, I do kind of, hang on. Here's what I'm gonna do. Ino's father just really fucking annoyed me with that. So I think I want to take him out. And then we're gonna let our Minatos take out the 2 grunts there. See, attack weakened. No, bro. That's no good here. Let's just have Gaara take this dude out. Because that attack weakened shit, like, I'm trying to show off big numbers right now, motherfucker. And then obviously on the ramen missions, that doesn't actually cause the stage to finish up. So let me see. How long do I have to stall here? Because I don't want to actually do Minato's attack. Oh, please, please, come on. Oh, come on. God damn it. 9 turns left. Bro, oh, is this a joke? Can I? Okay, I was looking on the wrong one. I was like, what the fuck? I kept trying to do that. Alright, let's go ahead and see what his single target jutsu is. Just a normal ninjutsu. Flying Raishin jutsu. Obviously, the teleportation technique that him and the second Hokage use. Always so cool. And then his ultimate is really quite good because of the range you have here. Like this giant X, and all you have to do is hit the enemy in that X. So you basically, the way this is set up, wow, she's actually in the perfect spot to where it's actually pretty annoying to hit her with it, and you can also just go right on top of them. But this is great because you can get like really good positioning with this jutsu, so that you don't actually have to like team up, like you don't have to be in one big group and get your ass bodied here. So I do like this giant X that he has. Let's go ahead and finish her off. Obviously, you know, this is the shit that he basically used to defeat Toby. Kinda. Very similar right there. But okay, so that's basically talking about Minato. A very powerful unit for sure, but obviously he came out, you know, at this point over 8 months ago, I believe. So obviously he is not as good as he once was. Back in the day, he was an absolute monster. Now, though, even on Ninja Road, I almost don't even put him in because I myself just favor the AoE jutsu so much. I want my units to have either the AoE on their ninjutsu or an AoE on their ultimate jutsu, because those are the most dangerous situations you'll come across, is when you actually have to clear a room. In my experience, like, not a lot of the bosses themselves are actually that dangerous. It literally is the rooms where there's like 10 dudes. That's where you get fucked up. Not really ever just like, you know, when you're fighting Zabuza or Gaara or something. It's always when you're fighting Gaara plus 5, you know, jabronis. But obviously, the big bosses, you know, like Shukaku, Gamabunta, the Ten Tails, I'm not talking about them. Those are tough, but they do have several body parts. But okay, so there we go. We were talking about Minato Namikaze. I don't know what the next video will be again. Certain ultimate units that pop up in my friends list I do want to talk about at length. You know, for example, one of the old Ninja Road units like Granny Chio, Nagato, or Conan, I might make a video about them. But thanks for watching, guys. Later.